So the Names Project, which started in San Francisco in the 80s, was sort of the impetus behind the AIDS Remembrance Quilt. In 1994, when the quilt came to the university, it was on view at the Goergen Athletic Center. It really took over the whole space. University Health Services spearheaded the initiative to put this panel together when the quilt came to the university to be on view. It's a 12 by 12 foot panel, and it's just covered with handwriting and names of people who were honored and remembered.
I think it's like folded in half and in half and in half. We were approached by Rare Books to image this large banner, and I started wondering if we would be able to shoot the entire thing and then digitally stitch it back together piece by piece. Because it's 12 feet by 12 feet, it can't be done obviously in one, so we had to break it up into pieces and then try and put the pieces back together.
Linda Dudman, who donated the quilt to Rare Books and Special Collections in the university archives, basically just packed it up after it was on view for 3 days in the field house, and she just took it home and held on to it for about 20 years, and then I think when she was moving, she found it and thought, I should probably donate that to the university.
I definitely remember the AIDS crisis and sort of just this uncertainty and this fear. Seeing this and seeing, people's actual writing about people they lost, even though it wasn't that long ago, I think it does feel somewhat distant, and it's just framed differently now. It's like a time capsule.
Digitization of collection material serves many purposes. One aspect is preservation. If you can get people images of collection material, then they have to handle it less. It's also about accessibility and getting the collections up and online and getting them out there so that people know what we have here.
Visually trying to keep our place in the quilt was really difficult, and just getting complete coverage of it, in addition to trying to align the signatures and writing and ephemera that are in there, we also have to contend with being able to line up the actual fabric itself. We're hoping to then see if we can somehow use the tiling program to put it in an online format so that you can zoom in on various parts of it and be able to look at it up close and personal. This takes something that's really big and makes it somewhat accessible. You can read it, you can spend time with it, you can actually sort of have a more meaningful interaction with it.
You're looking at it, you take it in and you understand how important and how impacted people were by AIDS. But when you actually get up close to the panel and you see the sorts of things that people were writing, it's really heartbreaking, and it's really touching.
We're obviously thinking about the technical aspects, but it's really hard not to get drawn into what's actually on there. And it's overwhelming. There's a lot of grief and a lot of pain. There's definitely hope in there, but it's also, it's a memorial.